one tweet had like 300 followers, or when I made one comment during a panel, and it sparked up 35 pages of comments on Twitter. They were following it, so. But I mean, mostly it was like.
Are you gonna tell us what that comment was?
Oh, so I was at a conference and up north at Portland. I basically said, this is 5 months ago, so I had 1 more month left to prove this. But I said basically SEO, and SEO is, you know what, we're dead within 6 months. And it sparked up a bit of controversy there. So because there was a lot of SEO and SEO folks in the crowd too, I didn't really appreciate that remark so much. So I mean, it's mostly listening through and figuring out, like I said, if you're identifying where your audience is, right? So I mean, there's some great free tools out there you can use, like Twins I use. I think it's a fantastic tool. It's TWENDZ. You can type in a search term and just watch it go, and it'll start generating your diagrams and pulling in the tweets from the stream, and you can see what the sentiment is and whatnot, and then just look at that and just, like I said, identify the conversations you can legitimately participate in, and then do that. So.
If you're looking at marketing, there's the push strategy and the pull strategy. The push is where you're just, being salesy and you're just trying to get everyone to know what your brand is. You'd be surprised how much further you can get building a user base by a pull strategy. So by being interesting, being engaging, producing blog posts that are worth reading, and just being a leader within your space. Because then what starts happening is, as other people start engaging with you, it's their community that sees the tweets or sees the messages and want to engage with you as well, or want to start listening. And when you're looking at social media, there's a few stages. There's the foundation stage, there's the build stage, there's the engage stage, and then there's the activation stage. And so, in order to build, you need to be, interesting. You want to jump into conversations. But the activation stage is when you see that social media success, when your community can grow on its own. And that takes some time. You're not going to get it overnight. And there is such a thing as a magic tweet where you can get 300 followers. It's called a giveaway.
That's a nugget. Giveaway contest.
Stuff. People love
Who's ever done a contest or a giveaway before? So, anybody want my book on Twitter?
So great giveaway that you can do like today for your business. So one of the startups I work with, they give away a magic mouse. It's $69, but they actually have a reason why they're giving it away. So check out this report that we just published and retweet. So follow us, retweet, check it out. So there's almost 3 call to actions within this thing. And within the first couple hours, they had 200 retweets and people following them. And you can actually measure how many of those individuals are influential by going to topsy.com, TOPSY.com, and you can see how many people retweeted them. And of those, are 11 of them influential, and who are they?
So I've got a great question that came in via text message to my phone, 650-283-8008, which is this. They're asking the panel, but I'll ask you first. How do you keep on point on Twitter and social media and not waste time?
I waste time all the time. It depends. I don't tweet just for professional reasons. I do it for personal reasons as well. So my categories typically fall in sun, social media, startups, and salsa dancing. And so I have different followers.
Salsa dance?
Yes.
Is that with a partner or without?
With a partner. Yeah. So I need to take some time off my computer. So I joined a competitive salsa dance team. So I do waste time, but part of that wasting time, I start finding people that are super interesting. You never know when those conversations are going to lead to something. When you're at work, you definitely want to stay focused as much as you can, and you want to jump into those types of conversations. But when you're blending those two worlds, there's no kind of stopping you. I think it's important for you to know what your goal is for the day, what you're trying to achieve, and kind of stick with that. But in the evenings, at nights, I have the most interesting, relevant social media conversations at like 1 in the morning with people from around the world. And that's just because they're up and they're more free to chat with you.
I was just to give away for plugin plan waiting for approval by Foursquare. So basically everybody and other who is a startup person uses Foursquare. So I'm just waiting